Hello, everyone. I am VJ from VJ's Crochet, and welcome to Make a Long Monday. Can you believe this is the second week in February? I cannot. Welcome to my returning subscribers. Welcome to my new subscribers. If you are catching the replay, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see who has come to visit. Ivy B, how you doing? What you doing? Let's make a long Monday. What you making? What you doing? Hello, Lydia. You will watch the replay. Thank you for coming by, especially at work. I appreciate it. And Lydia wants you to visit her channel. There's Sandra. How you doing? Good to see you. And Cammie, hello. And there is dear sweet Jessica. I did not know that you could make marshmallows at home. If you are interested in seeing the process, go to Jessica's channel because Saturday she made marshmallows and I was just in awe. Yeah, and I thought all you did was beat egg whites and it was a thing, but no, you have to cook it. It's a whole process, and she did it. Zoila, welcome in. So good to see you. How are you? How is your mother and Esteban? And there's Denny. How are you and the grands? What do they have you making today? What are you working on? And there's Jessica speaking. Everybody speaking. There's Dreeny. How you doing, Dreeny? What you up to? Do you still have Aiden or did he go home? Everybody is speaking. Darcia, hello. You have coffee in your cup and still nothing on your hook. I have all kinds of things on my hook, and I have things off my hook. My hook has been busy, and I'm still drinking coffee. I got hung up looking for dead people this morning, and I just researched the whole day away. So I need to go back and do some things with some yarn. Um, Crystal, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What you working on? But I got up and I paid the bills this morning. I paid bills first thing before I got busy doing anything so that I wouldn't forget because I always forget to pay them. Shatika, blessings. How you doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? And Dawn is here. And you're getting crafty. What you working on, Dawn? It's good to see you. Rita is here. Rita, I had no idea you had to pay so much to receive packages from the States. That's crazy. And okay, so $800 in US dollars is equivalent to what in your currency? That's one thing I don't know. Shania, hello. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Girl, you have been working. Slow down. Don't get burned out because I don't want you running away from home again. Please pace yourself because you are throwing down out there. I love it. If you have not been to Shonia's channel, Pinky deleted her whole channel, came back as X. We got her to open up her channel again because she's very knowledgeable. She is already past 1K. I I'm blown away. I'm working. I'm growing slowly. But this child is already past 1K. She is blowing it out of the water. Go show Shania some love. Ariel, hello. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Or what are you doing? What are you making today? Everybody speaking. Jessica, you are the greatest. Thank you, girl. Honey, my pleasure because I'm just telling the truth. I had no idea. that you could just do that in a pot. So instead of me, killing myself trying to melt marshmallows and whip it up and make Rice Krispie treats, I might just make it up from the beginning and let it solidify and see what happens, because that was interesting. And I'm like you with the candy thermometer. I can hook it on the side of the pan and I can't see a thing. I don't know why they designed it the way they did, but it doesn't help me. It really doesn't. Steve, hello, hello. You would come in the one day I wear pink. I never wear pink. And I pulled open the drawer and I had worn everything else. I was down to pink. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I have to wear it because I've worn everything else. And that's the day you show up. Look at you. It's good to see you. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Or are you still at work? What you doing, Steve? And thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Sis, that's my sis Andrea. I love you so much. So good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I know you are working on a bod something. What are you working on? This lady never rests. She's always working. Flower Tammy, good to see you. Hugs and smooches. Are you still working on your flowers? Chris, please forgive if I miss you. Have circular water and doing pattern for Amanda at Scraptastic Crochet. Well, Chris K says hello to everyone. She is working, so she will be listening, but she is here. So if she doesn't answer you, don't take it personally, because she's busy right now. Susan, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? How is our sunflower Ashley? What are you two up to today? What are you two doing? Everybody speaking? Yes, ma'am. Please slow down. I don't want you to get burnt out and run away from home again. I got your back. I want to keep you. Slow your roll. Pace yourself. Don't stress over it, because what we do this for fun. If it's not fun, there's no point in doing it. This is fun. Laura, Wonder Twin number one is here. How you doing? What you working on today? Laura does diamond painting, stained glass. She crochets alphabet blocks. No, she doesn't. She does plastic canvas, alphabet blocks for children. And she does the whole entire alphabet. And she puts the little it's like the regular old fashioned wooden blocks we had as children, with the A, the apple, or the airplane, or whatever. She makes those out of plastic canvas. They are just gorgeous. Our sis Andrea lost some weight, which is good, and had to take it all off at the doctor's today. Clean bill of health, but still no meat. It's still a mystery, and they did more tests. Really? Huh. But you know what? As long as you can eat enough to be healthy and you don't get bored with your diet, and Chef Pam sent you that magic machine. I was sitting there when you unboxed that, and I'm sitting there going, girl, yeah, you just throw it all in your blender and eat it and enjoy, because you got the tools. Ooh, wee. And as long as what you eat stays down, that's the important thing. If you get to the point where liquids don't stay down, you really, really have a serious problem. But as long as it stays down, God has a plan. Miguel, it is so good to see you. How are you? What are you up to today? I hope you are not overdoing. Are you feeling better? Rita says 8 thousand Norwegian money. So I am not so sure that post office worker has figured it out. If you mark it as gift and value under $1,000, it is not bad. And send as a private person. Hmm. Well, he probably figured you didn't want to spend $8,000 to get a box. But that's horrible. Still, so $600 American is 8,000 Norwegian. Okay. It's I guess on our side it sounds worse than it really is. Kathleen, hello. It is 42. You are crocheting on your red crocheted earrings in time for Valentine's Day, and you have water in your cup. Well, thank you for being here, Kathleen. I appreciate it. Hola, Maritza. How are you today? How's everything going on in your neck of the woods? And what are you working on today, Maritza? Everybody speaking. Jessica said, that's a good idea for the Rice Krispie treats. Well, thank you, Jessica, because the whole time you were doing that, it was like, and then you put them in the pan and you said, now you have to wait for them to get firm, and you put your finger in it and showed how soft it was. And I'm like, okay, if I put the Rice Krispie treats in at this stage and let it firm up, I don't have to do that nonsense with it sticking to the pan. I it's Surely you're not late. This is Monday. We're chatting. And you know what? Nobody punches the clock around here. Whenever you show up, I am happy to see you. If you show up after we leave, I'd appreciate you watching the replay. But don't worry about being late. As long as we're here, you're on time. It's all fine. And thank you for being here. How are you? What are you up to today? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? You are still working on that Afghan, and you have Coke in a bottle. Do you like your Coke in a bottle better than Coke in the can? She says, ugh, autocorrect. Oh, I guess your autocorrect messed up Darcia's name because I'm skipping over the highs because we all know VJ's always 10 minutes behind in the chat. It's just a given. It's just what I do. And Andrea is working on a new tutorial and answering emails. Oh, yeah, I didn't answer any emails today. I wrote one, but I didn't answer any. Yeah, I got to do that too. That may not happen today because it's already after 3 o'clock. My day is winding down. Need I, do I need to wait for the tutorial to come out, or can I ask what the tutorial is about? You know, my middle name is Question. Tammy put the flowers on hold. She is trying inventory for a craft show. Yeah, I got to do inventory for taxes. Timmy, is that you? I saw you at Juan's last night, and I was like, either that's somebody new or Timmy's changed her channel name. Is that you, Timmy? Did you change your name? Are you trying to confuse me? Let me know. Let me know who you are, because you know I want to know. Shirley says, oh, how fun with the plastic canvas. Yes, Shirley. Because when we first met her, she was Laura's block. No, she had her name at first, and then she changed it to Laura's block, whatever it is, because you know, in just that space of time, I forgot what the whole channel name. And I want to say ministry because we're always hanging out at Kelly's. Kristen, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? What are you doing? Oh, does Laura have a channel? No, she does not. But Laura drops her FOs on my channel, so I get to share them sometimes because she does beautiful work. She really does. Her work is so pretty. And last year, she spent a lot of time on panel at Kelly's Crochet Adventures, and she showed a lot of her works then. That Vitamix is heavenly. Praise God. Thank you, Sis VJ. You are so welcome. Because, girl, I sat there while you were unboxing that, and every time you have to watch Ola Joe's unboxing if you weren't there, because she came out with this case, but it was like the loaves and the fishes because it was in layers. And every time she took out one box, there was another box beneath it. So she got all of the attachments, all of the goodies, all of the toys, and I was just blown away. I was just blown away because I like gadgets. I live alone. I don't cook anymore, but I love all the toys. I heard there were mailing issues to Europe. Yeah, customs is not being nice these days. And one of the problems is when we box things up here in the US, we know we got a box of yarn. You take it to the post office, you expect it to go. They want an itemized list. I don't remember what I put in that stupid box. So it's kind of like we're used to the length, the width, height, and how much it weighs. We're not used to having an itemized tally. And then they want to know what the value of it is. Seriously. And then they want you to pay taxes on it. It's like, I paid taxes on it when I bought it. It's double dipping. And Rita's country, the Scandinavian countries, have an extra duty they have to pay now, which they didn't used to have to pay. So yeah, that's why a lot of times when we do giveaways in the States, they either do gift cards or something for across the pond because they've made it so difficult to send things. It's not fair. Isela, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Speaking of across the pond, there's Dinky Jen. Will be with you in a few as coming off a UK live. You're probably here by now because you know I'm always behind, but thank you for coming by. And there's Paula. Hi, Paula, what you working on? Those who have not told me what you are working on, please do. Because you know, I want to know. Adia, how you doing? What you working on today? What you drinking? How's your weather? You know, we have the weather thing going on here. Adia is doing some scrappy granny squares for a project bag. Are you going to line it, or are you making your stitches so tight that things don't fall through? How are you handling that? I have seen, different ways of putting linings in. I have seen different ways of putting zippers in. I'm not that grown yet. Thank you. Zoila's reminding everybody. Thumbs, please. Thumbs are free. Maritza is on her first show. Really? Whose pattern, Maritza? And what color? You know I'm going to ask you what color. And Zoila saying hi to Pinky. Everybody's chatting. Shirley says, definitely in a bottle. Takes me too long to drink one, and can would go flat. Yeah. Yeah. I very rarely drink sodas. And if I have a canned soda, it's when I sit down at a meal because I'll finish the can if I'm eating a meal. But just walking around drinking, I don't finish it. I don't even buy them. Save my money because it's like it'd be flat and crazy. And there is Candice. Please go over and show her some love. Okay, Dinky Jen is back. Welcome back, Jen. Good to see you. Thank you. Zoila's telling Shirley she prefers bottle too. She's very suspicious about plastic bottles. Zoila, I think Shirley means plastic bottles because our sodas don't come in glass bottles anymore. Some specialty, like diners, will get the glass bottles, but everything else is plastic. My store doesn't even carry bottles. Isela says, not drinking anything, and my chihuahua is being very clingy. I wonder if she knows I am leaving indefinitely. Isela, are you running away from home? You got to go pick up the kid. Tank is here. Hi, Tank. She's busy cooking. Okay, Tank. I'm going to make myself sick. What are you cooking? Inquiring. I was good all last week. I did not ask Tank what she's cooking. What are you cooking, Tank? There's Keri. She's a whole shebang member. Everybody's speaking. There's Roberta. Hello, hello, darling. What are you doing today? Happy Monday, everybody. And my state has an alarm system that goes off the first Monday of the month to make sure that everybody can hear the statewide alarm in case of a national disaster or statewide disaster or tornado. Take your butt in the basement. Do your states do anything like that? Because I'm so used to the state thing. When we had the national digital alarm thing, that was the first time I had ever been involved in one of those. I had no clue that that was a thing. I don't know where I've been before. I was probably in the hospital and didn't hear it. But do you all have statewide alarms? Susan said, I miss the Rice Krispie treats discussion, and I'm planning to make them for sunflower today. Quick recap, drinking water. Okay. Jessica SMC made homemade marshmallows on her channel on Saturday. And so you start from scratch. You don't have to melt the marshmallow. And when she put the marshmallows in the pan, I was thinking that would be the best time to throw in the Rice Krispies, because you don't have to worry about it clinging to your pan because it's already out of the pan. Because when I melt marshmallows, before I get it all out of the pan, it's already started to solidify again. But with Jessica's marshmallows, you've got to put them in the refrigerator for a couple hours for them to solidify. And I was like, oh, now that would be the time to add the Rice Krispie treats. So that's your recap, Susan. Check out Jessica's channel, because it wasn't hard. It was just a little involved because you have to boil the sugar and get it to that soft candy stage. Darcia, I'm sorry. Okay, I won't mention it because I have to do mine. And I'm trying to do better than I did last year. I want to get them done before April 14th. I start out in January getting things together, but when do I sit down to file? April. I think I started April the 1st last year, but it was still the 14th before I got them filed. It's like, why do I have to do this? And everybody's speaking. Roberta says, been here, but YT wouldn't let me talk. Why? Are you in YT jail? Because I don't have you in jail. What happened? And I didn't see where anybody put you in timeout. How come you couldn't talk? I don't understand. And Ivy had this thing. Oh, hey, y'all, I'm cutting onions. I'm so sorry. Ivy had this thing where she was saying YT was deleting comments. I don't understand that either. So Ella says, Tank, no typing, please. Yeah, you can cut the onions, but don't cut your fingers. I was going somewhere with that. I got halfway around that circle and it just went. God almighty. This is going to be one of those chats, everybody. It's going to be one of those. As soon as I get to the bottom of the chat, I'm going to drop the link because it's not working today. Ola Joe says, I love Rice Krispie treats. I really do. My sister-in-law melts chocolate on hers. That is too sweet for me. I don't like chocolate on my Rice Krispie treats. And sometimes they put candy and M&Ms and that kind of stuff in there. It's too sweet for me. When I'm in a hurry and I need a buzz, I'll take a Rice Krispie treat and spread just a thin layer of peanut butter on top to cut that sugar. Yeah, I like it like that. Timmy says, no, I'm Timmy's friend. She's been housebound, and now I can repay her for all the stuff she has done for me. Also teaching me to crochet. Okay. So it's Tink and Timmy. So is Timmy there with you? I remember you being Timmy's friend because it's like, and I remember she was teaching you how to crochet. So she's housebound. Oh my goodness. And now I can repay her for all the stuff she has done for me, also teaching me to crochet. So Timmy was going back to school. I take it she has not been able to go because I don't think she was taking online classes. Please refresh my memory because if you remember, I suffer from CRS and today's not a good day. But thank you for being here, Tink. Dawn says, I have a Vitamix for my son. He gets G2 feeding, so I blend up his food. Okay. Okay. Now, see, when my son was little, I had this little thing that looked like an hourglass, and I put the food in it, and it had the little circular disc like a food grinder, and it had a top like a pepper mill, and you screwed the top on it and hold on to it, and you just grind the food up, and it would come up from the bottom and come out through the little disc. And then I'd have to mix it with soup because he would not eat baby food and he had no teeth and milk touched nothing that he needed because he would drink milk until it was coming back up and he was still screaming for food. He was starving. So I was like, can I put cereal in his milk? He says, if the baby's that hungry, you feed him some food. I said, I can do that. I can feed him. Yep, sure can. Poppy, welcome in, sweetheart. How you doing? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Because you've turned in all your poppies this year, haven't you? Susan says, Crispies, not Kristen. Autocorrect. I know what you meant. I read it as crispy, and I kept on going with well, what we were talking about. I know what you meant. There are times I can read. Most times I can read autocorrect. It's just when Marshallese little typing thing decides it wants to type other things, it does not always work out well. Dinky Jen is saying hi to everybody. Rebecca, touched by yarn. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. That looks like Missouri. Are you in Missouri, Rebecca? Where are you? And thank you for being here. And what's in your cup and what is on your hook? Roberta remembers doing the itemized list and value and if it's liquid or not. Girl. Yes. And if it's hazardous and if there are batteries. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. I'm trying to close things out and it opens them up. That's why do not ship out of the lower 48. Right. Right. Yeah, because it's a hassle. It really is. That's why I have to remember we've got 856 family members, you all. We're coming up on the 1K. And when we do our surprise 1K giveaway, I have to remember my UK and European people get gift cards. I have to remember because they're included because it's for a medical issue. Vitamix gave us a really good deal. I'm really paid like $150 for. Girl, that's awesome. That is awesome. Ooh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And yes, taxes. And then custom wants money to get it. See, yeah. That's like I had to pay taxes when I bought this house. Then I have to pay taxes on the house every year. Why? If anything goes wrong with the house, the county does not repair it. I still have to repair it. So why do I have to pay them for a house that I built and already paid taxes on? I don't get it. Why do I have to pay taxes on my vehicle? Because I paid taxes when I bought it. I have to pay taxes when I have it repaired. I have to pay taxes when I change the oil. So what am I paying them for? I don't understand. I really don't understand. I don't understand. That's why I went into medicine and not business because I don't understand. I have no head for business. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand why the no, I'm not going to touch that because then that'll go into politics. I'm going to leave that alone. Pinky has granny squares and she's drinking turmeric tea. Did you put any black pepper in your turmeric tea? Because you need a little black pepper to release the benefits of the turmeric. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I was working on needle felting some heart trinket boxes. Ooh. I can't wait to see those. Ooh. Andrea has to record. We'll keep you running. Just got some goodies. Oh Lord. So we have to make sure we're at Sis Ola Joe's channel tomorrow so we can see what goodies she got. She just keeps getting goodies. She gets good stuff. I'm not working on anything currently. I'm driving home from picking my son up from therapy. Therapy is a good thing. And no, you can't work while you drive. I would not want you to do that, Dawn. Rita says, I am good with the gift card. We'll save it for after moving mom to us in Sweden. Hopefully getting to order a Halloween yarn and Christmas yarn then. Scraptastic Amanda was saying that you still had a large shipping charge even coming from Hobie. Just within the state. I don't get it. Kim, welcome in. So good to see you. How are you? How is your she shed? What's in your cup and what is on your hook? And you have water in your glass. I am working on some bunny head and drinking water. How are you liking the Some Bunny, Paula? I used to procrastinate filing taxes. I filed Saturday. See, all of my stuff's not in yet, Tank. My stuff won't be here until like the 20th or the 25th of February. It takes a while for it to come in. I don't know why, but it does. No lining. I'll make a crochet hook purse or something. Okay. So you'll make a little notions pouch to go with it. Okay, Adia. I'm working on the Four Seasons blanket, my first mosaic. Yay, Jen. That is awesome. That is awesome. And girl, Monday's been pretty good. I've just been piddling around with my family tree and it was giving me so much trouble. I called my cousin and I tossed it over to her. I said, I have to go live. This is what I'm working on. This is what I can't find. I'm going to leave it to you until I get back and then you can tell me what you found. I used to do that to her on the way to home from work in the car, and she'd be up all night because those juices would start flowing, and she'd start researching, and she's like, "Man," I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm gonna ruin your night." It is 10:50 p.m. here. I am at the hotel and craving pizza and coffee. Coffee I can get, but pizza, nope. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Rita, your lobby doesn't have those machines with the little frozen pizzas that you can put in the microwave in your room? I am working on ironing fabric. Oh, Kim, good luck with. Okay, what are you going to make with the fabric? What are you making? Poppy says, and sending out of the UK is vile. A5 padded envelope with 100 grams of yarn cost me 18 pounds. Poppy, that's why my competition prizes are all patterns. Yeah, that's crazy. 18 pounds for 100 grams of yarn? Sheesh. And when I send things out here, I can't ship anything smaller than 4x6. That's the smallest they'll let me ship. So I either have to do like earrings and I can put them in my thank you card and I pay for shipping. But anything with the least little bit of weight or size, the smallest that they'll even let me ship is 4x6. I was like, what? I don't need that size. Making General Soul chicken and fried rice. Ooh, 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 ooh. Dawn says, when I get home, I'll be working on 4 more bunny feet for my grandchildren's bunnies. Oh, 4 more feet. So that's 2 more bunnies. How many grandchildren do you have, Dawn? You love fizzed water? Okay. I only allow myself 1 soda a week, and this week I've not had one. So then you know what you got coming. Like the Aldi sparkling. Now, see, yes, I like the Aldi sparkling water. I was surprised that I liked it. And they had one that's like a strawberry melon or something like that, and it's really good. You're right. Shirley says, yeah, plastic bottles. Sometime we can get glass bottle Cokes from Mexico, though. Can't reclose them. Because they got the pop tops. Okay. I remember that. Beer used to come like that too. Kim says, I buy the mini cream soda cans and keep in the shed. I have one of them every now and then. You've got many Have I seen many cans? I don't know that I've seen those. That would be good for the kids. But this is doing a triangle shawl from Bag a Day using Lion Brand mandala yarn called Centaur. It has fall colors. Oh, and Pinky is telling Kim she drinks a lot of sparkling water too. Okay. Isela said, not running away, but going out of town to help someone take care of a little one. She really needs the help. Oh, that is so sweet of you, Isela. Traveling mercies. Shirley says, our county does it once a month on the television. Do they? I don't know if ours is on the television because I never have my television on. But ours is just, air wide. Zola says, my son is driving me crazy about plastics. He said the plastics are toxic, which is kind of true. I just got a thing. I have to read the consumer report thing about how to use less plastic. I don't mind drinking tap water. So, I have my washable cups. I don't mind washing cups. My daughter only wants to drink bottled water. She keeps forgetting to buy a new filter for her water filtration system. I don't even filter my water. It doesn't bother me. It's good here. I've been to some places where it was kind of like, oh. Rita says in Norway and Sweden, we have all country alarms and county alarms. Works different between the countries. Oh. Darcia says yes, and the TV too. I never had the TV on, so I'm gonna have to, I'll never remember. You're welcome, Susan. Enjoy. It's the CFCS in the plastic, and they can be toxic. So, what was the whole thing about plastics being BPA free? Rita says, shh, do not talk about taxes, even if it's easy. Here, ugh, I don't want to see it, girl. I know. I know. I know. I know. Sherry, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Oops. So I was saying, Roberta, that's why I'm getting suspicious about the plastic bottles. But see, if you're someplace like Flint, Michigan, where the water is bad, you kind of need it, or you got to boil your water. But not everybody has that problem. I have a new member. Thank you so very much. As soon as I get down there, I will tell you. I'm drinking water and working on a gear shift cover. Go ahead with your bad self. And this, Susan, this is the Jessica that did marshmallows on Saturday. And her link should be flying by shortly because she's a member. You know what? I can do that from here. Hold on. Maybe I can. We'll see. Hold on. We're going to try something new or different or something. Can't tell. We're going to see what we can do here. I don't know if I can do that from here. Oh, that's Keri. Keri renewed her membership. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Keri has renewed her whole Shebang membership. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, I forgot to put the music on the other one. So we're just going to do this. I'm going to have to write myself a note. Put the music on the other one. Mind is a terrible thing to waste. It really is. Thank you so much, Keri. I appreciate it. I really do. Shirley says, I'm afraid to do mine this year. My retirement only held out $74. Shirley, for the year? Probably going to wait to April the 14th. I hear you. I hear you. Well, you know what? You can do them, just don't file them. And then, next year, take out quarterly taxes or whatever so you don't have to pay. YT will delete sentences with certain words. Oh, is that it, Tank? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Susan says, I do taxes for everyone in the house. I'm thinking about starting them. Yeah, so you're not pressed at the last minute. Girl, don't you know? Don't you know? It's been one of those days. My daughter got a car, so I didn't have to get up to take Shorty to school this morning. So who woke up at 4 o'clock and couldn't go back to sleep because I got to sleep late? I've been messed up all day. Just all day. I've just been messed up. Roberta says, 1 year I did my boyfriend's taxes, my son's taxes, my mom's taxes, my boss's taxes, my daughter's taxes, and woke up on the 15th and realized I hadn't done mine. I remember that. Because that's when I was on the 14th filing mine and you had done the whole list and you were like, oh, I haven't done mine. I remember that. It was funny. Girl, I hope you charged your boss for doing his taxes. Before you cut an onion, put it in the freezer for a few minutes. It keeps the juices, it keeps, it helps with the juices making you cry. They really bother me. Oh, okay. Elisa, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What is on your hook? Situation, girl. You know, you know, you know. Cocoa crispy treats, fruity pepper treats. See, I can't. Those are way too sweet for me now. I have finally gotten my sugar bud down, and I'm trying not to wake it up. It's starting to go to sleep, and I'm happy to let it go to sleep because those were always too sweet for me. I make orange cream rice krispies. How in the world do you do that, Roberta? Orange cream rice krispies? You gotta share. I'm starting to roll the meatballs. Okay, take your time. Meatballs sound good too. Roberta, that is too funny. I used to work at the IRS and I used to do family members' taxes also. Sherry, my daughter works at the IRS. When you call on the phone, you might get her. Yes, and we're praying for Timmy and for all who need it. Yes, yes. Now I do mine first. I suffer the same affliction, girl. Is the as my sis Ola Joe would say, the struggle is real. It really is. It is real. It is just real. I love chocolate rice krispies. Do you, girl? You can have mine. Bye, Isella. Be careful picking up that kid. Now you all have me going. I might have to go and make Rice Krispies treats and have marshmallows and Rice Krispies cereal too. Oh, there you go, Sherry. See, you got to do something with those marshmallows or they dry up. They get hard. So, yep, you make you some Rice Krispie treats. Yes, you do. And there is Nightbot saying bye to Isella. I fed my son from the table starting when he was 2 weeks old. Mm-hmm. Yep, mine was 2 weeks old. He sure was, because milk was not doing anything for him. You are in Missouri, in the middle of the state. Yay! Um, we are having a meetup in St. Louis at the Midwest Fiber Festival the weekend of April the 26th to the 28th. So I am putting information for it in my community tab as I get it. If it's something you're interested in, you are more than welcome to come because we hope to have a good time. Because I'm going to be there, Michelle's going to be there, Jessica's going to be there, Katie's planning on being there, and I don't know who else is coming. But Rebecca, do me a favor and type drop in the chat so that I can get your link and attach you to the post. Make sure you see it. Thank you. Jason, welcome in. Oshkosh Bagosh. Good evening. Happy blessings. How are you? Are you still making your window thing? And there's a little Tanky Poo, my very first member. Please show Tank some love. Miguel's going to go back and lay down fighting a kidney infection that is spiking his blood sugar. Have endocrinology appointment in the morning. Miguel, you just can't catch a break. I am so sorry, Miguel. I'm going to keep you in prayer. Jen says, my daughter was the same, always hungry. The nurse agreed we could feed her liquid rice mixture early. Yeah, he said if that baby's that hungry, do not put it in the bottle. You feed him with the spoon. So I fed him with the spoon at 2 weeks old, and we just kept on going. Yes, we want Miguel to feel better. Donna! left like, thank you. How are you? Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? What you up to today? I know you were working with those squares. And there's Angelique's blessings. Good to see you. How's the scarf coming? Oh, Kathleen, that is so sweet of you, but you don't have to do that, sweetheart. I appreciate you. I really, really do. But you know what? Because the and the reason I'm saying that is because you have a lot of family members who don't crochet. Hold on. I don't know what that was, but I don't like the sounds of it. Okay. But Kathleen, you are very, very sweet for thinking of me, but you don't have to do that, darling. But I appreciate you and I love you for thinking of me. But you do what's in your heart. I'm with you on why do people pay taxes on their houses and cars? Yeah, I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand it. Excuse me, they are greedy as bees. And what is it? They say no taxation without representation. They're not representing me because every time I tell them what I want them to do, they do the exact opposite. So I'm being taxed and I'm not being represented. I'm just saying. Jason says, Will, my uncle who lived in North Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, once a year, and she had to pay the city so much money for the sidewalks, he had to pay for the sidewalks. Then he would put his name in the paper. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, why do people get penalized for withdrawing from their own 401ks? I don't understand how someone slaps your hand for touching your own money. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if you retire at 62, you get this much Social Security. You wait to 65, you get a little more. If you wait to 72, you get all of it. But if you retire at 65 and you take the little bit, when you get to 72, you don't get the rest of it. The little bit you take is what you keep getting. I was like, really? But what if I earned more money? What if I die before I get to be 72? What happens to that money? I've put that money in, that's my money. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. Um, yeah, I don't understand. I I didn't go into business. Rita says, no, I think Amanda said it the other way. We do not pay taxes on anything coming from EU. That is not legal. So you think she said it the other way? No, because Hobie is in Sweden and she was saying that transportation just going around Sweden. No, Hobie's in Denmark. So it's Denmark coming into Sweden. Because she was saying that shipping wasn't much cheaper for her than it was for us, which I found to be odd. Maybe I misunderstood. Oh, you're still untangling. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. What's up, Marshall Lee? Hello, hello. What's percolating, girl? We got bings and bangs and all kinds of stuff going on over here, and I'm trying to find out why. I just want to make sure it's safe for me to be sitting in front of this window. If not, we're going to be laying on the floor and working from there. So if you see the laptop and me go this way, we're going to continue the live from the floor. I'm just saying. Felicia, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup and what's on your hook? Shirley wants to know from Jennifer where she got the pattern for the 4 seasons. She was watching yesterday, but she forgot to ask. I do that all the time. Crystal, hello, sweetheart. How are you? Thank you for coming in. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? And are you feeling better? And Dinky Jen got it off Etsy. Roberta says, I've never stayed in a hotel that had a frozen pizza machine. I have stayed in hotels. What was that? Comfort Inn. And they have in the lobby, they have like a little frozen food thing with burritos and chimichangas and pizzas and ice cream and whatnot. And you just, put your card in there, take it out, and they put it on your bill. I know. Something to look forward to in age. At 65, you don't have to pay property tax anymore, I think. Check it out. Girl, I'm still paying property tax. I'll have to look into it again. I believe I looked into it last year and they were like, oh, yeah, we don't do that. If not, I get 4 years back on my property tax. Thank you, Ivy. I will look into that again because I thought I had. Rebecca is working on her first seashell blanket stitch for a friend and drinking water. Ooh, I like the shell stitch. I do. I like the shell stitch. Marcia is still working on Ursula's shawl. I am using like weight 1 or 2. It's right at the back. Still got a lot more to do trying to finish a cake that I found in my stash. Girl, I like working with 1 and 2 weight yarns for shawl. They are so drapey. Rochelle, so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. And especially thank you for listening while you're at work, and drink your water. Be hydrated. So when you get home, what you going to be working on? Rita says, oh, no, not here. Staying in a budget-friendly hotel, so nothing like that. I wouldn't be able to have it either due to gluten-free. Yeah, because I didn't see any cauliflower crust, but coffee is free and the fridge to keep food in. There you go. There you go. Because, the Comfort Inn, it was a Comfort Inn. I'm pretty sure it was. It's budget friendly. Yeah, I don't stay. I can't afford those real bougie hotels. Mama's on a fixed income. Now I got to see if I can get my property tax back. We still have to pay property taxes after 65 here, but they are reduced. Shirley, where are you? Because I have to put my age on my taxes. You would think if I qualified for reduced property tax, they'd let me know, right? Tank has done 2 bunnies and she will make more. Go ahead with your bad self. Rita says, I have food, but I am on prednisol cortisone tablets. So yeah, yeah. And it doesn't matter how much or how little you eat. You just, right. Yeah. I was so happy when I could get off steroids. Kim says, girl, I am just trying to organize it. I have already ironed and sorted over 200 fabrics and am on my 3rd package of comic book boards, 100 per pack. I used to sell project bags and needle keepers. You're ironing it just so you can sort it and organize it? Girlfriend. I'd put that stuff on a hanger and call it a day, but that's just me. But that's a beautiful thing. Zach, honey, you're not late. And what did we tell you about that S word? And I saw you use that S word last night, but I didn't call you on it. So that's twice. You got one more time, Zach. One more time. You know what happens. You have to go stand in the corner. Thank you for being here, Zach. How you doing? It's so good to see you. Are you at home yet? Or are you still working? And there's Juanita. She's home from the plantation. So good to see you. Are you still spinning that pink yarn, or did you finally finish it? And he says, I'm sorry for saying sorry. All right, Zach, that's 4 times. I told you you had one more time. You went over that. You did it 2 times. Jen says, we have many cans here, but not whether I don't think. But not what? We have many cans here, but not whether I don't think. Jen, what's that supposed to be? I did not get a notification that Granny D is going live. Did Granny D go live? Or is she off today? Is Granny D sick? Because I've got nothing in my feed. Okay, we're all sorry. Zach, I'm sorry that you're sorry and sorry, not sorry. Don says, I have 2 grandkids. I've made 4 feet and now I got to make 4 more. I was told that you have to have 424 arms and 24 legs. The devil, you say? Who told you that, Don? And Zach is asking Jessica if they are still good for tonight. Susan says we can get almost every soda in many cans. They're 7 ounce. We get earthquake alerts by text message. Do you? Ooh. And there is Keri. Keri, darling, thank you so much for renewing your membership. I greatly appreciate it. You're so sweet. Zach says, I just wanted to do the eyes, hon. That's all. Rita says, D.O., please pray for mom's surgery tomorrow. 1, that they do it. 2, that it goes good and the way the surgeon plans. Everybody, please keep Rita's mother in prayer. 1, that they do the surgery, and 2, that it goes as they plan. Rita, how old is your mother? Because that's a lot. Kim says, VJ, the mini cans are 7.5 ounces, I think, and you can get them in any flavor. We have a filter on our faucet, and then we have 2 filter pitchers in the fridge for sink water. See, that's my daughter has one of those filter pitchers, I believe, but she needs a new filter, and she keeps forgetting to buy it. She might get it for her birthday. Pound worth it. I was looking for you. Now I got to go up and find out what the beginning of that was, because now that I have found the answer, I can't remember what the beginning was. Oh, my poor brain. We have many cans here, but not worth it. Okay. I don't think. And Jessica says yes. Shirley says, I love our tap water here. It's very hard, but tastes very good. Bottled water seems flat to me. Where are you, Shirley? What part of the country? Kim says, we recycle and trying to limit our disposable plastic, especially because of breast cancer and the chems in plastic. Yeah, because see, I recycle everything, but it's kind of like, since my water tastes good, why am I going to buy bottled water? And if I used to go dancing at a place that made you buy their water, so I took their bottle home, refilled it with tap water, and put it in my dance bag, so that when I would go in, I would take it out and it looked like I had bought water. And it's like, why am I going to buy water? I've already paid for my water. So why am I going to pay you for water? Because we pay for water and sewer, and then we've got to pay for the lateral sewer line. Why I have to pay a sewer bill and a lateral sewer bill? I don't understand that either. Barbara, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup and what is on your hook? Tank says, Sherry, hi, hon. I guess you know I got Christmas today. Uh-oh, your package came in. And I had said that earlier that you were renewing, and I said thank you so very much. And I do appreciate it. That is so sweet of you. Jessica's dancing. I love the dancing. And there is Kathleen. There is our dear Keri. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Zach says, VJ, I don't know if you know this, but Granny D canceled her live. She's sick and tummy troubles big time. No, Zach, I didn't. I was asking, and you know, I'm always 10 minutes behind in the chat, so I hadn't caught up with that. So thank you for letting me know. There's Darcia. Michi, welcome in. It was so good to see you last night. I enjoyed being with you last night. I really did. And now she's got me wanting German food because our little Bevo section of the city is 20 miles south of me, and I haven't been down there in forever. So now she's making me want to take that road trip because either that or I have to go out to Herman, Missouri, which is like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour west of me, but it's a whole like little city, and it my niece got married there. I had a great time. I really did because I like their spicy bratwurst. There's Margie, and there is our dear Michelle. There's Barbara. I haven't come down to Rebecca yet. Rebecca, did you drop your link? Jessica, I think your package is in the mail. I don't feel like walking to get mailbox today. I That's understandable, Tank. That's why I like that my mailbox is outside the door and I just package it up and I wait for the mail truck to come by and I walk out and hand them my packages and then I bring my little happy tail back in here. Ooh, they might raise your retirement age to 72. Yeah, well, see, we have to wait to 71. We have to wait until 72 if we want our full retirement. But if you don't sign up for your Medicare at 65, they will give you a penalty for every year over 65 that you do not sign up for Medicare. And I think that's kind of crazy. Rita says, my brain gone. My body is kaputski. My chronic fatigue is so high. So hopefully I can sleep tomorrow all day. See, I was so wound up because I don't have to get up. I don't have to get up. And my brain was just, and I'm like, go to sleep. You get to sleep late. And my brain was like, oh, but when I get up, I can do this, I can do this, and I can do this, and I can do this. And I'm like, go to sleep. And the brain was like, oh, but I don't have to get up early. And I'm like, oh, so I just a little crazy today. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. You've never had Rice Krispies? Rita, do you have Kellogg's cereal in Sweden? I was surprised how many of our foods are over there. Do you have Kellogg's cereals? Orange cream Rice Krispie treats. Okay, but see that I'm trying to figure out where the orange comes from. Are you putting orange sickles in there? Margie, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Darcia, no problem, honey. That's fine. Yeah, it made it. It will still be there when you make it out to get it. No rush. As long as somebody else doesn't come and get it. That's the important thing. Rita, have you had puffed rice? Well, there's a question too. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, here we go. What we're going to do then, since Granny D is not coming on, I'm going to drop the link. And then, no, that's not the way you do it. See what happens when I try to talk and do things. I'm going to drop the link. And then I'm going to go and get the cord for this laptop because it's in the other room. And my laptop's about to die. And that's not going to be any good. and then I'll come back. Susan says, I woke up at 4 and couldn't get back to sleep, so I paid bills. See, great minds, Susan, great minds. They are similar but crisper, right? Yeah, puff rice is, we had sugar puffs. There's Rebecca. Okay. Rebecca, okay. Because then I will, ooh, hello. I will, make sure that I tag you if I get an update. When she first started doing this, she used to do a live update on Instagram every Sunday. And last year she said, "Oh, I didn't do my updates like I used to." I don't know what she's going to do this year, but I'm trying to keep up with her so that we know what's happening. Jason says, just so you all know, I got a message on my phone from Granny D. She is so sick she will not be on live today. She is sick inbred. Oh, Granny, everybody, please keep Granny lifted up in prayer. Zach says, Susan, I fell asleep at 4, up at 6, and then fell back asleep at 7 to 9, and had a 15-minute nap from 2 to 2:15. That is not enough sleep for me, Zach. I'd be more crazy than I already am, and we know. Oh, that's sweet, Jessica. Okay, yes, thank you, Jason. Alyssa says, bye, gotta go pick up my kid. Thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate it. We hope everyone that is not feeling well feels better soon. Elaine, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? She has coffee in her cup and she is painting today. What are you painting? Isela, if you still here, I used your tutorial for doll hair the other day. Yeah, broken sleep is no fun. I tell you, stop trying to throw us in the floor, Kim. If we have things coming through this window, we're all going on the floor. Just so you know. So if you see the laptop going sideways, you know what happened because I didn't like what I was hearing outside. And here is our dear Juanita. Juanita, you sideways, baby girl.
Not really.
There you are. Now I can hear you.
See? Not really sideways. See?
Oh, okay. You're not really sideways. Okay.
Wow. The
Juanita,
spinning
you
wheel
do,
kind of corner here. I'll turn it like this for your eyes.
girl, you know brain's not working today. Okay. Um, Juanita, please talk to the people while I run go get this cord.
You
I'll be
got the
right
wrong
back.
person for talking, but I'll try.
Well, all you have to do, you don't have to read the chat. You just talk. Tell him what you're doing. Explain to Steve why he's got pinky orange. I'll be right back.
All right. So while VJ goes and grabs her charger for her laptop, anybody got any questions for us? Hey, Sanita. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Nightbot. Hey, Maritza. Margie. Uh, Zola. DinkyKrafts. I'm not upside down. Like my hands are in the correct position. So I have the document reader so that you guys can see me spinning. So this is the correct position. This is a spinning wheel. It's made by Spinolution. It's called the Queen Bee. It's an older model. We are waiting for VJ to get her charge cord for her laptop. And
Yeah.
I'm spinning while we wait.
Yeah, because it would be really rude for everything to go black in the middle of a live. While I was out, I decided, since I had to run by the convenience, I decided to stop and take care of that. Get everything done while I'm gone. Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm spinning the pink fiber. My husband died several years ago. I have 3 braids left to spin after I finish this one. And then that will be all that I know of. The pink fiber in my stash gone.
Debbie, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by.
The first 2 bobbins I spun up is a fingering weight. I have to take them off the bobbins, but that's the yarn. That's going to be going to our Steve.
All Steve's being blessed with 2 bobbins.
2 skeins once I take it off. And then the rest of them, I'll be using them in giveaways throughout the year. So other people can get blessed with some hand spun.
Regina, thank you for coming in. How are you? What's in your cup? What's in your cup and what's on your hook? What are you up to? Oh, you're taking drugs tonight, Denny. Yeah, Granny D's been having problems with her tummy lately. Melatonin doesn't do anything for me. See, usually if I take a sleepy time tea, I'm okay, but mine wouldn't work. Can you email me so I can send it to you? It'd be my pleasure to crochet for you. Okay, Candice, thank you.
I have a drum carder and I have hand combs. I only use them like if I'm in the mood to do some custom fiber blends. Usually just for enough for a head or for a gift for a friend or something like that. I have a picker as well for opening up locks before I use the drum carder. So I have the tools. I just work smarter, not harder these days.
Right. She has a questionnaire you can send her well wishes. Really, Granny put a questionnaire on her site? Hobie is in Denmark. Shipping is one thing, but they do charge us a handling fee and tax on it. Oh my. Okay. She's having tummy troubles, Regina. Depends upon the city and the state. Okay. You still pay
about the taxes. Depends on the city and the state you live in.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
because Norfolk, you could get what do they call it when you have to fill out the form so that you don't have to pay the taxes no more at 65. Here in Norfolk, you can do that, but I think in some of the other cities around here, you only get like a partial discount.
Oh, but you have to apply for it?
You have to fill out an application for it. Yeah, and if you don't fill out your application, you still have to pay the full rate regardless of when you turn 65. So it's best to have that paperwork ready to go. You turn 65, you drop it off at the courthouse as soon as possible because they pay taxes here in quarters. So you're still going to be responsible for that quarter's taxes at the full rate if they approve your application.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elaine, where are you? You're under flash flood. Is it raining there? Completely forgot to say what I'm working on. I'm knitting angel blanket for the ministers at Ulival Hospital. There was a notice on the wall they needed it, 12 by 12 inch. 12 by 12-inch blanket? That's only a foot. That's that's a wash rag.
That's like
That's not a
preemie.
blanket.
It's preemie size, or is it for babies who passed away, and you were like,
Mm.
miscarriages or something?
Shirley's in Texas. We get a homestead discount, and I have a widow discount because my late husband got the over 65 discount. Okay. And there is our dear Sanita. Regina, she's getting it tomorrow. We're keeping her mother in prayer that she, one, gets the surgery, and two, that it goes the way they propose that it will go. I want to give Zach an opinion. Oh, there's our tank. Rita says this is a service they provide for those that lose their little ones early, and they can get them placed in memorial site for free.
Okay, so
Really?
it is for miscarriage
Creamy.
babies. Yeah,
Okay.
preemie.
Oh, now that's nice of them because that's hard. Three more braids to go, Juanita.
After I finish this one, yeah, 3 more to go. So that would be a
Okay.
total of 6, 7, that'd be a total of 9 braids done.
Dinky
Never
Jen
again.
said hi to you.
Never again. I have to keep an eye on the man when we're dyeing fiber from now on.
So that he doesn't give you any more pink.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think he was trying to dye peach. We were trying to do some peach colors. And I think this pink was like his experiment in trying to get to a peachy color.
Ah.
I just didn't realize it was
Nice
so
to
much. I
see
thought
you,
I was
Nifty.
done.
Nifty has red wine in her cup and a crochet puff flower on her hook.
Mm.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind having some red wine in a cup.
What color is your puff flower? Rita saying to Michi, I am kind of spaced out of my brain. I am so tired. You need to take a nap. Mom is 83 years young, February the 7th. So she's going to have surgery the day before her birthday? Oh, Rita. But God love her, she's made it this far. Neither one of my parents made it to 83. Zach is asking Denny if she'll be his timeout buddy. Ah. So, Denny, your birthday's tomorrow? Well, happy pre-birthday, because you know tomorrow I won't remember. So, happy pre-birthday, Denny. You're in San Antonio. I have always wanted to come there. I want to see the Alamo. Denny's is telling Zach as long as I can crochet.
You probably do like everybody else and drive around it in circles trying to find it, not realizing that it's in the middle of the square and the cars go around it.
Seriously? Yeah, that would be me. Because
Yeah,
I'd be so busy
it ain't
watching
like
cars, I would
those
miss it.
pictures of it from back in the day. You're thinking like, where is it at? Where is it at? And the whole time you're driving around it.
Yep, that would be me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. So Rita, but that's right, because she was going down the hill in her walker and fell. So she's been walking on those pelvic fractures anyway. So hers is the day, okay, hers is the day before yours. My brain is not working. My brain is not working. Do you pay your trash pickup in the septic. We don't have septic tanks. We have the sewer system, and we have the lateral sewer system, and then we have a different company that comes around to pick up the trash. So they pick up the trash, the yard waste, and the recycle all in one bill, and you get billed quarterly. I did get a senior citizens discount on my trash bill, but I had to apply for like 3 times before it finally went through. And then I had to call the company because it's like, look, I keep applying for this. She keeps telling me she sent it in, and you're still charging me regular price. So I finally got that last year. Thank you so much, Margie. Margie's been a member for a whole month. I've had memberships for a whole month, y'all. All my members, please stand up and take a bow. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. You are the best. You really are. Thank you so much. And thank you, dear Darcia White, because she's the one who kept poking at me to start memberships. Thank you, Darcia. I love you, baby. And thanks to Tanky Poo, who was my very first member, because she says you don't have a button on here. And I was playing on here to get the button, and she hit it soon as I got it up and running. So no, we had to pay the trash, the sewer, the water, gas, the electric. If you have telephone or internet, that's another 1 or 2 bills. They're all separate on top of your mortgage. And you pay taxes on each one of them. Dawn says, I was using voice to text. That 4 leg per bunny, 2 for arm and 2 for legs. I read it just the way it was up there, because it's like, I don't do some bunnies. I don't know who told her she needed all of that, but if they told her, I'm just gonna say it. She needs 242 legs. You did pretty good, Dawn, because voice to text does not work for me. So you did very well. You really did, because I was like, 2 forearms. Yeah, it said 24 arms. I love it. Jen says, I buy too much bottled water, but I take them in my backpack when out all day. I use tap water at home. I really should put tap water in one of my containers, but bottled water is so cheap here. 5 pounds for 24. Yeah, because when Chris told me she was looking for the traveling cup, and she wanted the glass line, and it was like, yeah, that makes sense, except I had a glass lined metal thermos, and I dropped it, and the glass inside the thermos still broke. So, it was like everything that was in the thermos was gone because it had glass shards in it. So all you can do is try. But I mean, if I have it in my hand, I'm going to drop it. If I drop it at home, it's one thing. If I drop it out in public, it's something else. Yeah. Michi says, I will make that road trip to you one day and take you out to eat some German food. Ooh, that sounds awesome. You know what, Michi? I'll meet you halfway. I'll meet you in Kansas City. Is there a German restaurant in Kansas City? We can look it up. Because I got cousins in Kansas City, and they're foodies. Okay, going live in 30 minutes. But that's where I was. My niece got married in Hermann, Missouri. And so I wanted bratwurst. I had Wiener Schnitzel with the red cabbage and the German potato salad. I had a good time because I got to eat everything that we only have here once a year during Oktoberfest. I don't. I'll have to look this year because my Greek churches have the Greek festivals with all the homemade Greek foods. I don't think we have German churches down here anymore because they all moved out. So everything is like 30, 35, 45-minute car ride for me. There's nothing in my immediate area. And, I I'm trying to be good, but they're just so I save it. So when I go out and I enjoy it. Tank has mail. You have mail. How many people remember American Online? America Online? Yes.
AOL.
Yep, AOL.
You've got mail.
Shirley says, bratwurst, not those Johnsonville things either. The light color ones with some
And
cabbage
the
and
AIM messenger.
mocha buttercream torte for dessert. Now, see, I like the Johnsonville hot brats. The hot ones are the only ones I like. And I think I bought some last year that were firecracker, and I took them up to my in-laws, and my brother-in-law put them on the grill because lately he has not been buying the hot ones. He's been buying 3 other varieties. So I took the hot ones with me. Those went first. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with you people. And they usually put them on the grill, and I didn't do it last year, but usually I saute onions in the skillet and pour in a can of beer and put the brats in the skillet and let them steam after they've been on the grill. But we now have a few people in the family that aren't supposed to drink, so we hid the beer. Yes, you get penalized. Yep, you get penalized if you don't join. You get penalized for every year over 65 you are when you join. Yep, you sure do. You had me at cabbage and potatoes, girl. My mother used to make red cabbage, and that's what I was telling Kelly on Friday. My mother used to make red cabbage with apples and caraway seeds. Juanita, did your mother ever make red cabbage? Hi, GGP. How you
Oh no,
doing?
she didn't like red cabbage.
She didn't.
No, no. My dad would cook it though.
Oh.
He was cooking most of the food anyway. That's who taught me how to cook, my dad.
Okay.
Granted, it was under duress. It was my punishment for the summer. Learning how to cook.
Your
Yeah,
summer punishment was you had to cook.
I had to learn how to cook. That was my summer punishment, and I'm thankful because I know a lot of the different recipes and stuff like that for the southern food that I cook. Everybody loves.
There you go.
And that
There you
punishment.
go.
So it came in handy, even though I make the recipes healthier than he did. So
Okay, Rita says they have puffed rice. Roberta, what if you take the puffed rice and put it in the skillet and toast it? Would it be like Rice Krispies then? And you mix them with the marshmallow. You melt your marshmallows, or you make Jessica's marshmallows, mix the Rice Krispies in, put it in the pan, and let it solidify. And then you cut them into wedges, cut them into bars, and it's a treat. I always watch a late live to make me fall asleep if my brain wakes up after reading a book. See, I had my book on tape on because if I was trying hard not to turn on the electronics because it really would have been over, but it was over because I was so antsy because I don't have to get up. Yes, at 65, you need to get you need to get a Medicare supplement and Medicare because you have to sign up for the Medicare. You're right, Rita. You got to get them both. I'm sewing some holes on my son's pockets. Ooh, Zoila, he's still doing all that. And there's Dawn. Oh, and Michi, I still have the darning shuttle as well. I still have one. I think it's downstairs. Which ketchup chips are the best? Which brand? I am craving them so bad. Amazon had the Old Dutch. Is it good? Ketchup chips? Are you serious? Are they, Michi, are they ketchup flavored chips? Talk to me now. You all got me. Dinky Jen, did you not see yours drop? You're a member. Yours should have dropped automatically. Did it not? Let me know if I have to tweak Nightbot because yours should have dropped. Margie, yours has been dropping because you're a member as well. There's Maritza. There's our dear Sanita. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? And I'm so happy you made it. Thank you, Angelise. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't have any pink earrings. Not going to have any pink earrings, but I had red and black. So we're going to pretend that the red goes with the pink and call it a day. Not making pink earrings. Because I normally don't wear pink. Thank you, Zoila, for dropping Juanita's link. Jennifer says no, just upside down. It was upside down. Your link was upside down? Or you're upside down? Jennifer, what's upside down? Do I need to go in there and fix it? I guess is the question. Juanita is spinning yarn, and I am trying to make sense out of the chat because today has been a crazy day for me. So I'm asking everybody to try to keep me on the straight and narrow because it's not pretty today. It really isn't. I can't keep up. Let's see, 4:15, 4:38. Yeah, I'm 15 minutes behind in the chat. Anything could happen. There's our dear Keri. Crystal says, ooh. Nifty says, what's that machine thing? That is a spinning wheel. You just can't see the wheel part. Juanita has fiber in her left hand, and she is spinning it, and then she's going to ply it and make yarn. And there's our dear Michi.
Michi gonna be having some high blood pressure. She got so many tater chips, man.
I'm trying to see what's going on with the potato chips. You're right side up. I'm so confused. Okay, Tank is telling Jessica she got her yarn. There's Nancy. Nancy girl, it's Monday. How you doing? I'm trying to keep up with chat, and as you see, as normal, I'm behind. Juanita is spinning. I have dropped the link. You're welcome to come up and chit chat because it's Monday. Sanita, Regina is asking Sanita if Jeannie is on tonight. There's our Darcia. Everybody speaking. Yes, God bless you, Angelise. Sanita says she should be. There's Margie. Tank says, I think the hometown will match the scarfie that Michi sent me. Really? There's Michelle. Nope, no Granny today, so you get to come hang out with me. Granny's got a bad tummy today. It is captivating, Nifty. It really is. And when she's spinning on her channel and she could bring the camera back so you can see the whole thing, you can see it going around. It really is. I cannot take on another hobby. I started to say habit. Habit. Rita says, I will put all of you in my pocket so I can get food and coffee down in the lounge kitchen. So what food do they have down there, Rita? Because you said that, well, you said there was no pizza down there. So what food is down there?
Airdrop it to us. She can airdrop us some food.
Rita's going downstairs to get some food and some coffee. Dawn says it's an overhead view. I'd love to learn to spin. I know. Yeah, Granny D tummy is giving her the blues. I know, it's amazing. And I still haven't figured out how to do it with the drop spindle. I have my grandmother's drop spindle, and I look at it and I go, there's nothing I can do with this thing. Zoila says, woo-hoo, Steve, your favorite color. Sanita says, and should I throw the Hirschners in the burn pile or open it and tempt myself? Sanita, I believe you should open it and tempt yourself, and then you should put it in the recycle bin. You don't burn, recycle. Yes, he does.
You have no problem with it. Which Hirschners don't you like?
She doesn't want to buy any more yarn. Juanita, Dawn wants to know if you do the carding and all that too.
I can, yeah, but only when it's a specific, like if it's sometimes I'll buy like a small amount of a fleece instead of buying the whole fleece, and so that'll be something I process by hand. Usually something I'm gonna do for a birthday present for one of my local friends or something, and I'll hand card it, and I'll either with my hand cards or with my carder, drum carder, and then I'll spin it up for them. But if I want fiber now, I usually send it off to the mills and get the whole fleece processed. I'm not gonna be sitting around for hours and days processing fleece no more. I did it when I first started spinning, and I got better things to do with my time. Because if I did that all day long, I would never be able to crochet. I would never be able to knit. I would never be able to garden. I'll be spending most of my time processing fleece. So no, thank you.
Is it when I speak, Jennifer? Or is it when Juanita speaks?
Are we echoing?
She says there's a slight echo. Oh, Misha, yeah, you had trouble with Lion Brand. I've only ordered from Lion Brand once, and I didn't have any problems, but it was only one time. Truckload savings. Ooh, that's probably out in my mailbox. My bank told me I had to leave. Crystal says, oh, so you're going to open the magazine and tempt yourself. Got it. Mm-hmm. I'm working off and on a beanie. I'm having trouble with my left hand going numb. Makes it difficult to crochet. Oh, Regina. Ooh. Yeah, you'll probably have to change. Okay. You will probably need a glove on your left hand, something similar to this, or like the one Sis Ola Joe got last week. Hers has fingers on it. Mine doesn't have fingers. Mine is just the flat glove for compression when you crochet. So you might need the one with the fingers. They go up to about here, I believe, and that'll help keep your hand from going numb when you crochet. Melanie, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Sanita says, I just looked at the front cover. Did it scare you, Sanita? Juanita, Dawn wants to know, did you learn on a drop spindle? That's what I'm looking at doing, buying roving and a drop spindle to practice.
Yeah, I have about 70 drop spindles. I collect them. So yes, I learned on a drop spindle. Here's one of my drop spindles.
Okay.
So yes, ma'am.
Oh, those are pretty, Juanita.
These are made
Okay.
by Jim's Turnstiles. He's a vendor usually at Maryland Sheep and Wool. He wasn't there this year. But I usually get 2 or 3 of his spindles a year when I go there. But
Did you say 7 or 70?
70.
Okay, 70, right?
Yes.
I was making sure you making the record clear.
You go swim. 70 drop spindles, oh man.
Yeah, not 17, 70.
Go fix me my dinner.
Hi, Mr. Spence.
Hi.
So yes.
Yeah, so you really do just drop the spindle.
The spindle, as you spin, the spindle lowers down. I prefer top whorl, although I can spin on support spindles and on turkey spindles, just for showing other people how to use them. But I prefer top whorls. They're more stable. It's easier for me to adjust the hook if I need to on a top whorl spindle. Like if this one starts to wobble, I have some jeweler pliers somewhere around here. You know, the jewelry pliers, so that you don't leave any marks on it, the round nose ones, so that I can adjust my hook if I need to even out the spin if it's a little off. So like this one has like a little bit of a wobble, and so I would just take my pliers and just gently tilt this hook to the left or right, just to make sure it's lined up properly and I get a better spin. But yeah, you can also, if it starts to wobbling, you can just gently tap it and that'll kind of even it out. Or you can park and draft, which is you spin it, which creates twist, kinetic energy in the yarn. You stop it, you park it, and you see how now you got all this energy in there, like a rubber band that you've been twisting. That's trapped kinetic energy, and you want that energy to travel through the fibers. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch it here so that energy stays behind where I'm pinching. And then this area here is called my draft zone. This is the area that I'm going to be allowing that twist by releasing my hands. I'm letting this twist travel up into my draft zone. And I'm going to turn it back a little, draft it a little more, and release it again. And I'll just like, you can see it's not as elastic as it was before. That's because some of that energy has traveled up into your new fiber area. So you just want to do that a couple of times. And that's why they call it park and draft. It's pretty strong, as you can see. And now you don't, it's taking a long time for it to form. We call this a pigtail when it twists back on itself like that. So it's taking a little time now to form your pigtails, but you still got some energy down there. So you could do it again if you wanted to. If you let too much of the energy come out of it, then it's going to lose some of the twist, and then that's when it'll pull apart, and you don't want that to happen. So now you can wind it onto your cop. This is called a cop. When you wind it onto the shaft, the yarn part is called a cop, just like it sounds, C-O-P, a cop. And then you just wrap it back around your hook. I usually go around my hook twice because that makes it stable, and it's not going to keep jumping off the spindle when you spin. And I spin clockwise and I apply counterclockwise. You can look up I think it's Z twist, S twist, something like that. Those twists, I have to look it up again. I spin for the joy of spinning. I don't spin for technicality. I spin for technique, and I have to look up those words and stuff before I teach somebody, just so they'll have the right terminology. But I spin just for the pure fun of spinning and for the artwork of these spindles. I do not spin art yarn. Been there, done that. When I was learning to spin, I have no interest in art yarn, and for me, spinning is my happy place. And if somebody wants art yarn or whatever, then they can go to the store and buy it, or they can pay somebody who likes making yarn like that to spin it for them. I'm not going to do it because that's not my happy place. But if I tell people all the time, just dedicate 15 minutes a day to park and draft when you're learning. Just while you're watching TV or whatever, spin it, stop it, park it, and draft. While you're learning, you build that muscle memory in your fingers, and you're learning the technique of spinning, just spinning. And then you're doing it in a way that won't be frustrating. And if you have any physical limitations, such as your arms or shoulders, this is a way you can spin where you're not going to be reaching up over your head or anything like that. You're keeping the spindle in a easy to reach neutral position where you can draft your fiber, and you can still end up spinning a pretty decent amount of fiber at a quick rate, even doing this technique. Once you get the hang of it. But I tell people 15 minutes a day when they're learning, so they don't get frustrated. And then once they get the hang of it, the world is your spinning oyster. Yeah. Yeah, my accent. I've been listening to some other North Carolinians a lot over there at the Crossover Paranormal channel. So I've been listening to some North Carolinians. So my accent has gotten worse because that's my home state. And so it's like when you go home or you're around people from home and they're talking, you start picking up all those bad vernaculars and those bad habits that you used to have. I've been around my husband. He's from New York. So I tend to pick up how he's talking sometimes. It's just weird how your accent changes depending on who you're around. But yeah, right. Once I go home, that's it. The Southern just gets worse. One lady told me on my channel, I can't understand anything you're saying. And then somebody else said, I can understand her just fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Kim, did you eat or did you inhale? Did you bring the food with you? How'd you get back so fast? Did Hubs leave? Or did he come with you? What's going on? Thank you, Regina. Appreciate it. Oh, and here's Dinky Jen. Thank you all.
Zola laughing at me. And I'm up for Zola for all her hard work. I'm going to have to send her a skein of yarn too. She worked so hard on everybody's channel that she's modding on. Amazing.
Right. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Welcome in, Lydia. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. There's our Sanita. There's our Tanky Poo. There's Lydia. And our Chris K. And our Jessica with the marshmallows. Adrian. Ooh, girl, you fine. We still here. We still hanging out. I'm glad to have you here. You were editing your January 2024 makes video, honey. Kudos to you. Pat yourself on the back. I hate editing. There's Kathleen. Jennifer says at the sports arena where I work, they are nearly £2.50 per bottle, and people are stupid enough to buy them at that price. Can they not bring them with them? Road trip for good food sounds great, girl. Yes. 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 Maritza still uses AOL. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Not at all. Mary, welcome in. Good to see you. Mary, how are you feeling? How's the dizziness? And yes, Zola, thank them. I have not used my AOL email in a long time. I left AOL and went to AT&T, and then I left AT&T and went to Gmail. And Adrian Michi wants to know, what editing program are you using? It's just prayers, but it's all I have other than some sympathy. I'm praying for you all. Wait a minute, honey. Prayers is number one, because prayer works miracles. I believe in the power of prayer. Never say it's just prayer, because prayer is the important thing. If you don't have prayer and faith and belief, you got nothing. You had bratwurst and pasta last night. Ooh, see, y'all messing with me. Yeah, yeah. We have a great German kebab store you can sit in. Tasty too. Roberta, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I saw you last night on Kelly's. Thank you so much for being here. How are you? What's in your cup and what is on your hook? And there's our Dinky Jen. And Regina's saying to Kel, scroll up, Kel, that comment I made was for you. Yeah, we're praying for Kel. She's having a hard road to hoe right now. You love cabbage in general? Yes. My mother used to make green cabbage and potatoes. I liked her red cabbage. I didn't like the caraway seeds. I didn't want those crunchy bits in my red cabbage. So guess who does not put caraway seeds in her cabbage? Nancy is puttering around the house, and the fat girl in me heard someone mention food.
Yeah.
Nancy, you've been around long enough to know that my channel always denigrates the food. It just happens. It just happens. It's just the way it is. I'm a foodie. Food is my love language. Okay, Tank. Okay. Michi says I make rotkraut with apples and bay leaf. Really?
That sounds good.
Oh. I don't know if no, she didn't put a bay leaf in that. She put a bay leaf in just about everything, but I don't remember her putting bay leaves in that. Elaine, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Juanita Elaine says, hi, how are you? What's in your cup and what is on your hook? And Elaine says, 53 thumbs. Well, thank you all very much. And she says hello to all that she. Yeah, I asked that. I haven't heard the answer to that yet. Michi or Nifty, what are ketchup chips? I don't know what those are. Regina wants ketchup chips. Regina, what's a ketchup chip? I have no idea. I did not know it was a thing. What are we doing here? Tank says tags, Illinois. Tank, I'm in Missouri, sweetie. You know that. You've mailed things to me. And you know what? I think I went to our county site and, put in the question, is there a senior tax break or something or other? And it came up no. But I'll try it again because they may have changed things and I didn't catch it. The most delicious chips in the world. How are they? Okay, here we go. Pinky says hers has ketchup potato chips. Are they ketchup flavored potato chips or are they You take ketchup and dry them and make chips? Do the ketchup chips come from the UK? I am so confused. Adrian will be lurking, but I'm going to go work on this poncho. Y'all keep an eye out for Kiwi's birthday bash live stream on the 19th. Well, happy pre-birthday, Adrienne. Elaine is cooking dinner, but I was working on baby beanie hats. Ooh, are you going to donate them, or are they for your babies?
I don't know. I think if I was gonna have a ketchup chip, I would rather just dip the chip in some fresh ketchup. I don't know if I could deal with having a.
Well, I like the salt and vinegar chips. That's why I'm trying to figure out what this is. Yeah, Jennifer, as long as you're a member, honey, you don't have to worry about it. It is automatically done for you. That's why okay, Michi says I have Lay's, Hearst, and Pringles and Old Dutch in my shopping cart, adding them to my wish list. They are so darn delicious. Michi, do they taste like ketchup? What do they taste like? Inquiring minds want to know. Yes, they do taste like ketchup. Really? Huh. Excuse me. Mara says, hello, been listening about 15 minutes. What did I miss? Girl. I don't even know where to start. Granny D is sick, not going live. Kim is going live Kim should be going live about now. Juanita is spinning pinky on for Steve. And we just found out that ketchup potato chips taste like ketchup. Michi wants to know which brand tastes the best. I've never had one. Crystal says, oh, so like fries and ketchup. I'm gonna Amazon search that. No, I said Juanita looks upside down. Yeah, we talked about that when she first came up, but she's right side up because her feet are pointing north. It just looks like it. They taste like fries with ketchup. Lord help.
Just eat some fries and dip them in ketchup.
Right? They taste like, well, this way you don't have to cook. Shania says hers potato chips, the chips I grew up on in Philly. I miss their Old Bay seasoning potato chips.
Those are hard to find. The Old Bay ones, yeah, those are hard to find. We mostly see them when we go up towards when we go to New York and Jersey and Philly, that area. That's when we can find them. Unless you order them from online. They're very good. Very, very good. The Old Bay ones.
Rita got some in Spain and they were heavenly. I'm in the Midwest. We don't do this stuff. They are the best chips in the world. Been craving them like a pregnant lady. What? Seriously. Tank says, I put too much heat on my fried rice. I can blow fire like a dragon. I don't think there's any such thing as too much heat, but if it's really, really that hot, put another egg in it. That'll cut the heat. It's okay. My tongue is numb. Now, in a few hours, you're going to be crying, just so you know. BJ, I got the food I had in the fridge there. I had sandwich with cheese and chicken. Okay. Kim's Crochet and Knits is now live. It's Monday's live with finished amigurumi and works in progress. So, if you want to go to Kim's, we are going to do a VJ raid over at Kim's Crochet and Knits. I, as usual, am going to stay here and finish the chat because I value everything you all have to say. I want to thank all of you who have spent the last 2 hours with me. You could have spent them anywhere, but you chose to spend them with me, and I do not take it lightly. Please like, share, and subscribe. I want to thank my returning subscribers. Thanks to my new subscribers. Thanks to everybody who visited, all of those who are lurking. I want to thank Juanita for coming up here on panel with me and holding down the fort while I went to get the charger, because we would have had a black screen and it would not have been pretty. Thank you, Juanita, for answering everybody's questions about spinning, because VJ does not spin, and I am mesmerized by
Yes.
everybody who does, because
Yes.
I love the process, and you
Yes.
all are really just the best and so knowledgeable. And then I just learned about ketchup potato chips and Old Bay potato chips.
Yep. I learned about ketchup potato chips too.
I'm straight up the river from New Orleans. How come I don't know about Old Bay chips?
I don't know, but they sure enough got them in Jersey, New York, and Philly.
Crystal says we all need to get into a group with each other and do the drop spindling. I've got a drop spindle. I don't know how to work the sucker. Some of say, somebody had to hold my hand. Naughty Crochet Amanda. Hello, sweetie. Hello. I appreciate you being here. How are you? So good to see you. Thank you for being here. And I understand you can't stay long because we're going to run over to Kim's as soon as I get through this chat. Okay, everybody says it sounds good. So good. Speaking of Kelly, there she is. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? We were talking about the purple cabbage. We were at Michi's yesterday, and she was talking about German food. So we're going to do a meetup and have some German food. Yeah. And there's our Kathleen. When VJ talks louder, I hear the echo. Okay, then I will keep my voice down a little bit because that's just Kelly joined. Oh, Kelly, honey, you're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta get with Crystal and I got Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Crystal. And there's Keri. Okay. Muddy says dropping hers. There's my Darcia. Chris says, Juanita, have you worked with yak yarn yet?
Yes, I've spun yak. I've spun horse, curly horse. I've spun cow. I've spun
Cow.
cashmere. Yeah, the Highland cattle from Scotland, and there's some here in the U.S. now too. But they have like long hair on their little head and area, and yeah, you can spin it. It's very coarse, mostly used for spinning, for making ropes and stuff like that. But I wanted to spin it just to spin it, just to say I've spun some. Curly pig, I've spun some of that. I've spun pacuna, which is alpacas that are being backbred to be more like the vicuna, which is the wild camelids. I've spun dog hair, cat hair.
Now, is the truth? I asked Alexa if the dog fur yarn smells when it gets wet, and she said that it does.
It's called Chingora. And the only reason it will still have a scent to it is if it wasn't washed properly to start with. The smell you smell when a dog's fur get wet is the proteins from them licking themselves all the time. That's what causes that odor, bacteria and proteins. If you clean that fiber properly, you get rid of the proteins, you get rid of the bacteria, and when you wash it, it does not smell like wet dog. Just like when you wash alpaca, when you wash sheep fiber, it doesn't smell like a wet sheep.
Okay.
So it has to, if it's properly prepared, it will not smell like dog fur.
Okay.
You get rid. That's a lot of people want to say they're allergic to cats or allergic to dogs. They're actually not allergic to the fur. They're allergic to the proteins in that cat saliva and the dog saliva that's in the fur.
Michi said she purchased a drop spindle and some fluff from Boss Kitty. She hasn't tried it yet, though.
Well, why not? There's no reason not to try it. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. I do lives. You could just say, I got my spindle out. Can you do some drop spindle work? I'll switch the cameras around, and then I can do the drop spindle. You can watch how I drop spindle. There's no excuse for you not spinning. If you got the utilities, the tools, then it's time to try. That'll be your challenge for yourself for the next 6 months.
Be 6 years. Girl, I know it probably in my head is more complicated than it really is, but in my head, I don't know.
I'm spelling llama as well.
Zola's driving her mother to eat dinner. She'll give her a chunky candy bar. Whatever works, Zola. Okay, Rochelle. Rabbit, really?
Yes, rabbit fiber. What I call the snowy owl fiber is a blend of a violet. There's a guy named Chris from Vermont. He has rabbits, and he had a rabbit that had like this beautiful grayish, purpley kind of fur. I think they called it violet. And so I blended that with some alpaca, some North Country Cheviot, and some of the mohair blend from the Brown Sheep Company. And it's a beautiful whitish gray, very soft fiber. But I had it all blended together at my friend's fiber mill when she was still here in Virginia. It's just that if I'm gonna spin it, I'm gonna be around other people. I'll ask first if they have any rabbit allergies before I bring it out. So, because some people are allergic to rabbit fur.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that was a thing. Welcome back, Kim.
It makes them. The girl I knew that was allergic to it when I was in school. one of the girls got her parents got her, back in the 80s, those rabbit fur coats were real popular.
Right.
And the girl got it for Christmas. She wore it to school, and there was this girl just like sneezing, face, nose starting to run, face turning red. Then she started breaking out in hives.
Hives, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Juanita Dawn says she's in South Carolina.
I'm from North Carolina, but I live in Virginia.
What part of South Carolina, Dawn?
There's some spinners. There's some spinning guilds. You need to look in your area, see if there's a spinning guild in your area. But there should be spinners near you. I know Silly Fruit. I think Silly Fruit. She's a spinner and a knitter and a crocheter. She's somewhere in South Carolina.
Kim, I had dropped the link twice, sweetie. Did you not see it? I have to make sure you see it next time. Because, I dropped it twice.
I don't do art yarn, Miguel. So, no, I don't do chicken feathers. I don't do art yarn.
Yay, Margie. You're 196 hours away. That's awesome. I'm 148 family members away. I
But
bet
there
you
are
get
people
your
who do art
196
yarn.
before I get my 148. You had it since you were 16. They kept going up in price and I could not.
Yep, just do a search and see if there's a spinning guild near you. Or do a search like South Carolina spinners, and some people have that information listed somewhere.
Okay, Crystal. Zoila's back. Can I get Juanita's link, please? She spin. Let me see if I can. Oh, I have so many red coats here, blue coats. Let me scroll down. If nobody got it, I'll get it for you. Prayer shawl on my hook and decaffeinated coffee. Okay. What pattern are you using for your prayer shawl? Okay, lovelies, I got to run. Enjoy the talk. Prayers for all. Big hugs. Stay blessed. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate you coming by. Please come again, and I got to come over to your house. Yes, Cabbage Rocks. Nisi, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? And is it still snowing out there? So it says,
Oh, don't say
Regina
that
is
word.
eating but holding on to the chocolate. I told her to put it down or it's going to melt in her hands. She wants to make sure you don't take it away from her. She knows you. And
Oh, don't
I
say
hope
that
she's sitting where
word.
you can see her because she's going to eat the chocolate and leave her food. And there's Zoila, thank you. There is Juanita's link. Juanita is She Spins. There is Michi's link. We're trying to talk Michi into releasing the videos that she made cooking German food for her son because I need the recipes. I'm just saying. And then I have to get out my calculator so I can figure out how to make them for just one person. There's Sanita. Nancy is asking Zoila, does she like pudding? Maybe some chocolate pudding cups she could hold while she eats real food. Or make some chocolate pudding and instead of using milk, use her Ensure so she gets a little extra calories. Regina says, the older I get, the more I crave sweets. Really? Oh, Miguel's back. She got happy, and he got Happy Mail from Cynthia. Oh, that is sweet. And there's our kiwi. They are ketchup flavored chips from Canada. They are amazing. So the ketchup flavored chips come from Canada. Well, that's why they're on the East Coast. Sanita says it's cold. It's 52 here, Sanita. They are made by Lay's and other brands. They are amazing. Okay. I did not know that was a thing. And there is our Cindy Lou. Hello, darling. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Do you really, Cat? Ah, I wonder, can I dip Lay's original into ketchup?
You can. You can dip anything in the ketchup. It's a condiment.
Well, she wants to know if it's going to taste the same. Oh, that's nice,
I can't
Elaine.
promise you. I can't promise you it's gonna taste the same, but it should taste good. I mean, potatoes and ketchup is like the perfect combo.
Okay. Arnie has a video on his channel, Potato Ketchup Chips Review, and different companies make them. Are you serious? Does he really? Cindy says, thanks, Regina. I appreciate your love all the time. Love and hugs right back. Wow, I had no idea. Susan said we ordered some from Amazon. Can't get them anymore here. They came from the UK. Well, Kim just said that they come from Canada. So you might have to change brands, Susan. Michi says the one I ordered back in November came from Canada. Yeah, you might have to change brands. Kim gets hers straight from Canada via friends. They are expensive on Amazon. Yeah, but Kim, don't you have to pay the shipping and tax and everything coming down from Canada? Kim has said I have only had Lay's and they are really good. Michi says she paid $10. How big is the bag though, Michi? Better Made Michigan brand honey barbecue chips are yummy. I like honey barbecue, Nancy. I do. I like honey barbecue. How are you, my sweet friend? I appreciate you. So I used to take the wrap chips, the honey barbecue, and the hot ones. I forgot fire or whatever, and I'd mix the two together. And everybody at work called them crack, and they would send me downstairs and say, "I need you to go get some crack chips." I was like, "It's just this one and this one." They say, "Yeah, but it doesn't taste the same unless you mix them together." So I had to mix them. Juanita
It's gonna
says
be a 3-ply.
Okay.
It's gonna be a true 3-ply. So it's gonna be the 3 bobbins. It's gonna be the 3 bobbins. And it'll be
So hello.
this is a 3-ply.
Okay.
So it'll be a
$7, Michi. And that's the fundraiser for our dear cows. This is honestly the first time I heard of these chips. Me too, Crystal. I did not know they were a thing. Okay, love you too, Cindy. Thank you for coming by.
I'm
Eggs cut
surprised
heat.
that my husband
Only
hasn't
Keri
tried
did
something
that.
like that.
Well, see,
He likes eating weird stuff.
Nifty, usually they say dairy, but I could not envision putting dairy on fried rice. So if she scrambled an egg and put more egg in the fried rice, the blandness of the egg would help cut the heat of the fried rice because she overheated it.
Or she could make a coconut curry. Just add some coconut milk to it.
Well, but it wasn't curry; it was fried rice. She was making General Tso's chicken and fried rice.
Yeah, but she could still add the coconut milk to it. That'll cut the heat and turn it into a curry. Add a little bit of curry to it, and boom.
Thank you, Sohela. Bye, Nancy. Okay, we're saying goodbye to everybody. Yeah, me too.
A little bit of brown
Thank you,
sugar.
Jessica.
Maybe
Bye,
some pineapple,
Sherry.
some cashews. Now we got a whole new meal.
See there, look at you. Night, Angeles. And there's Juanita. Don't leave you. Crystal, you're so sweet. Nancy is telling Crystal to use the @ before the name. She's on the phone. It's really hard. Oh, she says, yep. I miss the purple cabbage. Do you put applesauce in yours? Now I got to see what Michi says. My mother cut up apples in hers. I didn't think about I wouldn't put applesauce in mine. Yeah, the name's highlighted when you do that. Okay, everybody.
And that would be good too. The red cabbage with some chocolate apples in there. Do you some caramelized onions and then fry you up some of those sausages and slice them up and put them in there with the cabbages too.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Juanita, Susan wants to know if you've used llama.
Yes, I've spun llama. The only thing about llama is that some of the llama breeds have guard hairs. So you have to be careful when you buy. You need to ask whoever you're buying it from if the guard hairs were removed in the processing of the fiber, or if they're going to have guard hairs. If they're going to have guard hairs, while they're not as prickly as, let's say, an Icelandic sheep's guard hairs, some people do say that they can feel them. Depends on also what type of fur fiber the animal has to begin with. They grade llama fiber just like they grade alpaca fiber. They got different types depending on the origin of those animals. Like, and it's hard to say it. Like, you got a Surrey, you got a Hyuka, and then there's a third type. And I can't say that word to save my life. But each one has a different characteristic, whether they are a little shorter fiber, a silkier fiber, long and silky, or it has guard hairs, or if it's, a shorter staple length, a warmer, what's the word I'm looking for? Poofier, it blooms more. So those fibers, you have to know what you're buying. If you're going to get some fiber to spin from you need to ask that person which type of alpaca is this fiber from, what is the hair type, and what's the micron count, because that's important too. A smaller diameter means you're going to be getting more fiber for the buck, and you're probably going to spin more. Just like wool. Like if you buy thick wool, a bulky wool, you don't get as much yardage when you get bulky wool. Even though it might weigh the same as 3 skeins of a regular worsted weight, you're getting 78 yards of bulky wool versus 400 some yards of 1 skein of worsted weight. So it's the same thing when you're buying fiber. You're buying by the weight.
Susan is allergic to rabbit fur. She had to take yet another allergy pill when they had him. Oh my. Yep, they have a spinners guild. There's Michelle. Sometimes if they have like a fiber festival in your area, you will see spinners there and see where they meet. It happens, Miguel. It happens. They go up and down. YouTube's been cleaning house. Regina's trying. She's going to talk to Dawn about it. Now, I don't remember what that was. You dropped her link, but you realized you were not in the blue dress. You're not in the blue dress? Whose link did you drop? What are you trying to do, Kim? Double crochet prayer shawl. First time I'm a new crochet. Gail, you said you were a new crochet, but you're doing great. So, you are doing very well for being a new crocheter, and you keep up the good work, because we were all new. You just keep on working at it.
I'll be new till the day I die, because I'm always learning something new.
Yeah, Kelly wants one too, Nancy. Yes, that's the thing that comes up now. You can verify your account, and you don't have to get to be 500, because at one time they were giving it out to everybody, and then they stopped. I don't understand how they operate. I just try to work around with it. And Crystal says, recipes, yes, please. Okay, Michi, there's another one that wants to see the videos. Michi's gonna kill us all. Kim says she will just skip tonight and go play games with the family. You can play games with us, Kim. It's all good. Crystal's laughing at me. I don't know. Nail biter to go live or not to go live. You know what? You do what's in your hearts. I dip chips in ranch dressing. I do what is it? If I dip chips, it's in French onion. Kim, you go live if you feel good about going live. If you don't feel good about going live, then don't, because we do this for fun. We don't have to hit that 9 to 5 time clock. You don't want to go live, don't go live. If you do not feel joy in it, don't do it. I
The
think
French
you answered,
onion.
Sanita, you're going to do 3 plies, right, Juanita?
Yeah. The French onion cream cheese dip. Now we're talking.
Oh, yeah. French onion dip, potato chips. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you all do food swaps. Okay, that makes sense, Kim. That makes sense. Kimmy's live is over. She isn't feeling well. Prayers for Kimmy, please. Oh, my hat. See, I kept reading. I didn't get through reading in time. She's been on and off, and I'm still sitting here. I'm sorry, Kim. And I'm sorry you don't feel well. She's been through a lot. Yes, like an exchange program. That is nice. That is nice. Okay, Kim may go. You know what, Kim? Find your joy. This is a no pressure zone coconut curry. See, I have to go to the doctor tomorrow, and I've been real good. But tomorrow on the way home, I'm getting some chicken sag from the Indian restaurant. Susan says Lay's ketchup potato chips family bag is 8.28 ounces, pack of 4, shipped from Canada, $32.88.
What? You be better off frying your own potatoes and putting you some ketchup and salt and pepper on them.
Get you some Lay's potato chips, dip them in ketchup, put them in the air fryer. Yeah, well, yes, Regina, but I don't think I want sugar on my fried rice. Nancy, we were going to do a VJ raid over at Kim's house, and I was going to stay here and finish the chat, but I never finished the chat. Yeah, Don P, hello, sweetheart. How are you? How are the grandbabies? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Mom swallowed her meal to get the candy. Mission accomplished. Zoila, pat yourself on the back. All righty then. Still behind in the chat. Welcome back, everybody. Sanita, now you know. Yeah, but see, I'm only 7 minutes behind in the chat, so I'm 3 minutes ahead because you know I'm always 10 minutes behind in the chat.
Yeah, fry your own potatoes.
You know, it's an ongoing thing. I'm always behind. And you're surprised why? You did read cabbage, apples, applesauce, and cinnamon. It's amazing. Okay, I do the cabbage and the apples. I don't remember if there's cinnamon in my recipe or not. I know there's no applesauce in there. I had to think about that. I would probably put applesauce on the side because I would want a potato pancake. I like the way the Germans make their potato pancakes because they grate the apples. Because I'm not gonna stand there and grate any daggum apples. Okay, Kim is setting up her like Kim. I'm just gonna ignore your comments until the button comes on that says "Yawning for a Smile" is live. Because right now you're doing one of these. And I'm okay with this. Crystal has a micron question. I fry my cabbage in butter until browned with chopped onions and garlic, and then I add chicken stock to simmer. There's never any left. I've done that without the chicken stock. I just fry it up with onions and peppers, salt and pepper, maybe a little vinegar, depends upon how I feel. Maybe a little pepper vinegar. I don't do the chicken broth. I looked up today and the sun was out. Now it's dark and cold. My sun is just going down. And I'm trying to do a VJ raid. I'm raiding myself. VJ raid over to VJ's house. Crystal says she hopes that the Fiber Festival coincides with her having saved some money. You have until April the 26th. You file your taxes now. You should have. No, you won't have your taxes back by then. Maybe. There's our Sanita. Dawn says, I had a clear line with the sun was out. Whoa. Dawn got her community tab verification. All righty then. Zola doesn't know how she got her community tab. Tank had to get 500 family members. I know, Crystal. You just know. And there's Dawn. And I had to get 500 family members, and I was happy because it was down from 1,000, because I still don't have 1,000 family members. I never would have had a community tab. I know. Wouldn't it be nice if YouTube... Now, if YT paid us 9 to 5, I would actually sit at this computer from 9 to 5. But since it doesn't, I won't. Since I'm doing this for fun, it's whenever I feel like it. So I was saying, Crystal, I'm lost most of the time. Regina says, Zola, I use stir-fry sliced smoked sausage with the with the cabbage. Yep. Look, you all better sit in the corner, and then at least you know that you're in the corner. Nana, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What? Okay, get your beer, get your crochet, sit down, put your feet up. Rita is planning her lunch and dinner tomorrow. I want Chinese stir fry and Domino's pizza. You hit all the countries, Rita. Okay. Juanita said, fry your own potatoes. That's what she said. She said, fry your own potatoes. Pam, welcome in. Good to see you, girl. I am so crazy today. I'm having fun. I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm saying, or why. And it's non-medicated and non-alcohol. It's just one of those days. So sit back and enjoy the fun, because we're going for a ride. Susan says, I buy wavy lays and dip them in ketchup. Okay. Okay. I have never, ever, ever, ever thought of doing that. Okay. I don't think I've ever, maybe I had. My brother was always the Lays. Oh, the wavy Lays. My brother was the Pringles beast. I prefer the regular chips if I'm going to dip. Or I like the barbecue chips if I'm eating, or I like the nacho Doritos. Grands are doing well. Granddaughter is fighting dry skin right now. We're all fighting dry skin right now. It's that time of the year. And Zoila says Kim has set up her live, and here's the link. We are going to do a VJ raid over at Yarning for a Smile, since VJ's raid over at Kim's Crochet and Knits was aborted, and we ended up raiding VJ. VJ raided her own live. Keep reading. I'm still on row 5. Oh, so yeah, she's working on the scarf sweater wrap. She's still on row 5. Ooh. VJ ignoring until Kim's notification. I'm ignoring Kim until her notification. Okay, her notification is up, so I guess I have to stop ignoring her or grade it. I know, but for me to stand there and grade that thing, that's taking up my crochet time. And
no
what
showed up for me.
Dadgum, Kim is now live, so we can do a VJ Ray over at Kim's. Should I say all this again? I want to thank everybody who has spent the last, I don't even know how long we've been here. Hold on. I just lost my window. Hang on, everybody. Last 2 hours and 40 minutes with me. You could have spent them anywhere, but you chose to spend them with me, and I do not take it lightly. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I did a VJ raid over VJ's house. Please thank all of my members, thank all of my returning subscribers, my new subscribers. Thank you so much, Juanita, for spending this time with me and relieving me. I greatly appreciate it. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. You all got me to where I am. I had not planned on doing this when I found YT, and look at where I am now. Lord, this is really this is you all. This really is. Thank you all so very much. Please socially distance. Do what you need to do to protect yourselves, because you know we got 3 strains of the crud going around, plus the flu, plus RSV. And yes, Kim is live now, and we're going to do a VJ raid over at Yarny for a smile. Thank each and every one of you. Oh yeah, what was your micron question? I'm sorry. Hi, Regina. Welcome in. Crystal, what was your micron question? Thank you, Juanita, because I totally forgot. Welcome in, Bridget. We're going to go over to Yarning for a smile. Okay, she says, oh, I was wondering why you stopped spinning, Juanita, because we're going to go and raid Kim. What's your micron question, Crystal? Just asked if I'm coming back. I left her at 1 and it's now 3:40. See you all soon. Yeah, go pick up Sunflower because she doesn't want to feel abandonated like Shorty was abandoned last week. My micron question, I'll contact you on your channel to ask, but I'm not sure how to phrase my question.
Okay. I'll be looking for it.
Okay. All right. Thank you all very much.
All right.
Bye, Juanita. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hugs.
It was fun.
Kelly, that's all right. You got stuff going on. Okay, the link. I think Zoila dropped. Okay, Zoila dropped the link. Dawn, there's the link. Dory, hello, sweetheart. I appreciate you being in the tree. Love you, darling. Thank you. And for those catching the replay, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye.